my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a winter themed look. So kind of like an ice queen. I know we've done Elsa before, but we're not doing another Elsa. We're doing just an ice queen winter inspired look. And I have some really pretty gems and pearls and jewels that I want to use. And now that I have spirit gum and Prozaid, I can actually stick them to my face without them falling off like they did in the mermaid video. So I'm excited for that. So I'm going to be using the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and the Take Me Back to Brazil Rio edition. I'm also going to be using NYX pigment. So this is in the pigment 08. It's like a royal navy blue. And this is the pigment 24. It's like an aquamarine kind of blue. So I'm going to be using those as well. So I'm first off going to use a blender brush, and I am going to go into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to go into this blue right here. I'm going to put that all in my crease. So I do have a reference photo that I am going off of. So the reference photo is just some random photo I found on Pinterest, and I'm going to do a similar eye look to what she has going on there. I'm going to go into the NYX pigment in the color 08, and I'm just going to put this color over top of that blue from the Take Me Back to Brazil and put it all over my lid. Now I'm going to go into the pigment 24, the aquamarine color. And I'm just going to put that on my blender brush, and I'm going to go in my crease and just blend. And then go back into that royal blue color and just fix any of the pigment that fell off. So now, because these are pigments, they are loose pigments, there is a lot of fallout. I am going to go in with my makeup remover and a cotton round. So now I'm going to go in with a black from my Gemini palette, because that is the best black I have in my collection at the moment. And I'm just going to go in with an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to deepen up the outer V. And then I'm going to go back in with the blender brush, and I'm going to blend the black into the aquamarine. And then I'm going to add more of the blue to the lid. So now I'm going to go into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, the Rio edition, so the one that is all shimmers. I am going to go in with another eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to go into these deep blues, these shimmers, and I'm going to add that over top of the blue pigment that we used from NYX. So I'm just going into the Rio edition, just getting my brush nice and coated in blue pigment. And then I'm taking my setting spray and I'm spritzing it, and then I'm just gonna go over top of my lid. And then I'm just gonna go in with the aquamarine color again and just a little bit of the Take Me Back to Brazil Rio edition. They have a very similar aquamarine. And I'm just going to go over top in my crease and just blend it together. Now I'm going to clean up the fallout again, and then I like to make my eye looks have a defined edge. I just drag it up there, and then I find that sometimes I make my eye looks too large, too tall, so I just carefully go over the top. So now I'm just going to go back into that aquamarine color again, and I'm just going to carefully add a little bit more pigment to where I didn't wipe it off. So now that this eye is complete, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, and then we can move on to the face makeup. Alright, so I'm going to add a winged liner. So we're going to do a pretty exaggerated wing. Well, for once in my life, I'm having a decent wing liner day. Very exaggerated. Now I'm going to put on some lashes. So I was thinking about doing some white lashes, but I think black ones will work just fine for my ice queen. So I'm just using my regular Kiss lashes. Nothing new, nothing special. My crappy duo glue and some tweezers. I turned myself into Sally, and the inside of my nose is still blue. Alright, Now that we have the lashes on, I'm going to move on to my face makeup. So I'm going to be using BH Cosmetics liquid foundation and some IT Cosmetics CC cream. So I like to mix these two foundations together because I find that the CC cream is really great for my skin type, and the BH Cosmetics by itself is just a little too heavy for me. So I'm gonna grab my beauty blender from Morphe and I'm gonna go wet it. So I just take 1 pump of the BH foundation on my hand and then 1 pump of the IT Cosmetics CC cream and a Morphe beauty blender, and then I just bounce it all over my face. Now once we have the foundation done, I like to grab a little bit of concealer. So this is the ColourPop 08 concealer, and I just like to use it anywhere that I have blemishes or marks that need to be covered. I don't really like using it underneath my eyes. I find that it creases too much and it makes my under eyes look insanely dry. For underneath my eyes, I like to go in with the Benefit Hydrating Concealer. So I just put a little bit under my eyes just to get rid of the redness. And now, because we just smeared blue all over under our eyes, we're gonna go in with the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and we're gonna go in with a eyeshadow brush. So this is the one that had that blue on it already. So we're just going to smoke out some of the blue underneath our eyes, and then blend it using the aquamarine. If you ever find that you added too much, you can always go in with your beauty blender and a little bit of concealer and just touch it up. But I like the smoked out look that we have going on. So her contour is blue. So instead of doing the regular colors, we're gonna go in with blue. So I'm gonna use the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm gonna go in with a blender from my Made You Look collection. This is the blender brush, so I'm gonna go in with the blue. So I'm gonna go in with this blue right here. I'm gonna put that on my cheeks in the areas that I would normally contour. And then I'm going to take the blush brush from the Made You Look collection, and I'm gonna blend that in. She has like the low light, so I'm gonna go in again with the Made You Look brush. I'm just going to clean it off, get rid of that blue. And I'm gonna go in with the white from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to, highlights. And then of course you're gonna go in and you're gonna blend those together. And now I'm gonna do the same thing on my jaw. I'm gonna go in with that blue. She didn't bring the contour down as far as I did, so I'm gonna fix it right here. It's not so strong right there, but you guys still see that blue kind of pigment. If you guys remember Kim Possible, kind of look like Dr. Draken, because he was blue skinned. But now I'm gonna do the same thing on my forehead. I'm gonna go in with that blue, and I'm just going to contour where I would always put my bronzer. Basically anywhere that you usually put bronzer, you're going to put the blue. And she also does her nose, so contour down her nose with the blue. And I'm just going to go in with a smaller blender brush and just blend it into my nose. And then the bigger brush and just blend it in. Just gives you that illusion a little bit of having the pigment on your nose. Now to do the brows, so I'm gonna go in with, yes, You Still on the Property. Why? No, yeah, You Still on the Property. So it's this really pretty blue, and I'm gonna go in with a Made You Look tapered brush, and I am going to do my brows with it. So because this is a liquid kind of gel product, I don't need to go in with brow gel first. So I'm just gonna go directly onto my Made You Look brush with the blue pigment, and I'm just gonna go directly on my brow. Alright, so now once you have your eyebrows all done and cleaned up, we can move on to the neck portion. So she has blue going down her neck, and I'm just going to do that really quickly. So I'm going to go in with the same blues that we used as contour, and I'm just going to run that down my neck. I'm going to go into some of the aquamarine. And then she has a little bit on her collarbone. And I'm going to go in with that darker color and mix that in as well. Because in her photo, she does have it contoured so that some of the parts are darker. And I think I want to make the cheek contour a little bit darker. So I'm going to go in with that blue, that dark deep blue. And then I'm going to go back in with the white on the Made You Look brush. And I'm just going to do the highlight again. So you have just more color in the cheeks now. And then on the neck, of course, it's all blue as well. So now we can do the fun stuff. So we can do all of the sparkles and all of the pearls and all of the jewels. All right, so now I have all of my jewels out. I have just random jewels like this. I have little pearls and gems, and then I have silver gems and blue gems. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put sparkles all over the areas that I'm going to be putting the gems. The sparkles are going to go first, and then I will put the gems. So you can use cosmetic sparkles for this type of look, as long as you can use cosmetic sparkles around your eyes. You can use glitter from like a craft store on your neck and on your cheeks and stuff, as long as you're not using it around your eyes. Don't use craft glitter anywhere near your eye area, because it can really damage your eyes if you get the glitter inside your eyes. So I would only use cosmetic grade glitter near your eyes. I'm going to be using the craft glitter on my neck and on my cheek, and then any of the stuff that I decide to put in my eyebrows, I will be using my Krale glitter palette, my makeup palette that is cosmetic grade. I am gonna lay down some glitter glue first. So I'm gonna use the NYX's glitter primer on the areas that I want the glitter. So I'm going to put some glitter just on my hand like so, and then I'm going to lay it down right on my high point of my cheeks. So because it's so close to my eye, this is when I would use my glitter palette. So this is the Mermaid glitter palette, and I'm going to go in using some really pretty glitters. So I'm going to go in with some silver and just lay it down on top of the primer, and I'm going to go in with some purple and silver. I'm going to do that on both sides where my high points are. And in my eyebrows, I'm going to go in and lay some of the glitter primer down. And I'm going to go in with the same glitter. And now on the rest of my face, where I want glitter to be, I am going to go in with the craft glitter. So that will be any of the areas that are away from my eyes. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit more of my NYX pigment. And I'm going to add some glitter up here. And I'm going to use the Krale palette for this one as well, because it can fall down into your eyes and you don't want that. So your forehead is very sparkly. So now I am going to go in with the beads, and I will do my neck with all of the craft glitter after. So I'm going to go in with some pearls on my cheek and just some of the, I don't really have smaller pearls than this. So I'm going to go with a couple pearls in on my highlighted area. I feel like that almost becomes too mermaidy. I'm going to go in with some gems instead of pearls. So I'm going to use spirit gum on these gems because I want them to stick fully, and the little bit of adhesive that they come with doesn't really stick to skin very well. So I'm just going to add some spirit gum to the back side of the gems that I want to use. Once it starts to become tacky, that's when you can press it onto your skin. Takes about, I would say, 15 to 20 seconds for spirit gems to start getting tacky, and then you can apply it to your skin. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add some of the glitter to my neck. Take the glitter glue and I'm just going to apply that all over my neck. Craft glitter is very hard to get rid of. It'll stick everywhere I put the glitter glue. And then I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna add it on. Another thing that works really well with glitter is aloe vera. If you have some aloe vera in your house and you paste that all over your body with glitter, the glitter will stick and stay on your skin. Nice thing about this glitter is I got it at the dollar store and it was only $1. I don't feel bad about wasting it or using it and getting glitter all over my house. I really don't care. So now on my collarbones, I'm gonna go in with some more of the glitter glue, and I'm gonna go in with a darker blue glitter. And almost, it's more blue, but it looks the exact same. And I think that's it for the glitter, because that is a fuck ton of glitter. I'm gonna add a couple of the gems on my chest. Just kind of all over so you're very glittery. And then I think I'm gonna add a couple of the blue ones in as well. So now I think that is enough for decorations, enough for glitter. The last thing that I want to do is I'm going to go in with Jeffree Star's Alien palette and the colors Pluto and Interstellar. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone area and just a little bit of highlight wherever I feel. So I'm going to go in with Pluto. I'm just going to do my inner corners. And then I'm going to go in and highlight my brow bone. I'm going to add just some highlight up here in the sparkles. And on my nose where that blue was. I think because we're doing such a cool toned look, I'm not going to go with Interstellar because Interstellar is like a gold. I'm just going to stick with the white highlight. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with You Still on the Property by Jeffree Star. This is his blue in his holiday collection. I'm going to go into my Made You Look brush set, and I'm going to use the fine line very detailed brush, and I'm going to go in with You Still on the Property, and I'm just going to outline my lips and extend the corners a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with another color from the Jeffree Star collection called Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I'm just going to do almost like an ombre effect, and I'm going to put that right in the center. So you have something fun and blue like this. I'm going to bring you guys back up. So now I'm going to grab a either white or blue wig, haven't decided yet, and pop in some white contacts, and I will be right back for the finished look. And this is the finished look. So I have all of my blue contour, my blue sparkles, my blue shimmers, and then I have my ice crown that I made a couple months ago. If you guys are curious how to make an ice crown, I will link that video right here for you guys. I just popped in some creepy contacts, and this is the finished look. So this was a really fun look to do. I just wanted to do something wintry and festive and not so much Christmas, just kind of wintry, kind of like this is Queen Jack Frost or whatever Jack Frost's wife would look like. So I will zoom out and I will show you guys the crown and everything. So here's the crown. Here is all of the makeup. So here's the makeup up close. You have that blue tinge to the skin, the blue all over the neck, the really cool eyes, the really fun sparkles everywhere. And I think this was just a really fun concept, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I will link the photo down below of the girl's photo that I went off of. Hers is really good as well, so be sure to check hers out. But thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this. And I hope you guys are enjoying my 25 days of SFXmas, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye!